Welcome to my latest video, darlings. Before you start watching, I just want to ask you to put on headphones for the best listening experience. Enjoy the video. Is somebody there? You won't fool me this easily. I can sense you nearby. Come out, please. Oh my god. A human. Rare to see one of your kind so far into the Time-worn forest. It's not entirely safe for you here, you know. You're so defensive, but just to be clear, I'm not saying that I'm a danger to you. Not so long as you don't cause any harm to my tree, that is. No. I don't own a tree. I am a tree. I take it you don't know much about dryads. Right, so you could think of me as a spirit of sorts. The soul of a tree, ancient and full of magic. The tree is my body, and I'm able to lead it. Yes, and will. To wander around and interact with the world. As I see fit. You know, dryads aren't known for their violence, but I would certainly fight back if anyone attempted to harm me. No. Don't bother looking around. My tree isn't anywhere nearby. Because, yeah, you would know it the moment you saw it. It stands out from any ordinary tree. Now, tell me, why is it that you have traveled so far into this ancient forest, little human? I can't think of many reasons for one like you to venture so far inside. Still defensive, huh? Well, I suppose I can understand you being cautious. I must admit, I don't fully trust humans myself. Well, on more than one occasion, humans have come here seeking wood from my tree. As I mentioned, dryad trees are steeped in magic. The wood is very valuable. I wouldn't mind so much if they just, asked me for a dead branch or two, but those hold a bit of magic, a fair bit of magic, quite frankly, but they only ever seem interested in the core wood, which naturally you can only get by cutting me down. No, as you can see, I'm still, yes, very much alive, and that means I didn't succeed. On my last encounter, though, my trunk suffered some serious damage. But I have to say, you don't seem like much of a danger. Your attitude isn't particularly threatening. No, none of those greedy humans, they ever had the patience to speak with me for this long. Most humans just want me for my wood. remain very. However, I do hope that you are friendly. Something about you intrigues me very much. You don't seem. Are you sure you don't want to share? You don't seem you want to share why you came to the Time One Forest in the first place. But how about we start with a name? And maybe where you came from. It sounds like a strange name to me, but then most human names do sound strange to me. I am Nasaji, at your service. Oh, you're from a city. Right, someone described a city for me once. You know, it's like a forest of buildings made of wood and stone. So strange. You know, I don't mind that humans, they cut down trees for their homes. You know, trees without dryads are, well, soulless. Quite literally. My only concern is when humans, they go after dryad trees. When they cut down so many that whole forests cease to exist. Thankfully, neither practice seems very common in this part of the world. Now tell me, what is it like to live in a city with so many people packed together so closely? It sounds so strange to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not all that often that I happen upon someone capable of speech. Being constantly surrounded by others like that, well, I can't even properly picture it. You know, I'm not sure if I'd like it or not. Yes. I mean, conversations are nice, of course. But I think I like it when each conversation is special. Having so many people to talk to every single day seems like it would take a bit of the magic away. I think I would prefer to just have one person who I really liked to talk to every day instead of a dozen strangers. I think I'm starting to ramble. You're surprisingly easy to talk to, darling. I said that I was cautious around humans, but something about you strikes me as very trustworthy. Are you absolutely certain that you can't tell me why you're here? Perhaps, I could help you. If nothing else, it's useful to have a guide in a place like this. It's very easy to get lost here, and I've seen it happen. Many times. Wait, what? Could you repeat that? I'm not certain that I heard you right for the first time. Wait. You are certain that... Wait. You would find what? You're certain that you would find griffin eggs in the Time One Forest? But there's no griffins here. First of all, and more importantly, griffins don't lay eggs, silly. They give live birth. It makes sense when you think about it, because they have the body of a lion. They give birth just like lions do. perhaps you misheard that. You know, their original requests. Why is it that you were told to fetch them in the first place? Wait, let me see that. Oh. Wait, written orders? Yeah, it's not a mistake. It's written here several times. Griffin eggs from the Time One Forest. Well, there's no mistake then. And you were doing this because of what reason? Forgiveness. I'm not sure I understand. Oh. Oh, darling. I think I'm starting to, put the pieces together here. So, you offended royalty, and they told you that they would only forgive you if you got them what they asked for. Darling. Oh no, perhaps you've already guessed it yourself, but it seems to me that you've been quite literally sent on a fool's errand. They probably were hoping that you'd wander around in the woods here until you got killed. If I'm not mistaken, you are in a bit of a predicament, aren't you? If you return, you will be punished and maybe even executed. Oh, you poor little thing. I can't imagine what you're feeling right now. May I give you a hug? You do seem like you could need one. Come here. Shh. It's completely fine. I know fate can be oh so cruel. You were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. There's nothing in the world that's so bad that it isn't good for something, It's the trick to find the goodness that's worth all the misery. That's the real challenge, and I don't want to belittle your sorrow in any way. You're completely justified in being upset. But, it may be worth your time to consider how much worse things could have been. To start, you could have been executed right then, right there. I'm not sure whether this false quest has given to you out of sadistic cruelty or a desire to appear generous, but it saved you from the gallows, at least. And more importantly, well, you were fortunate enough to meet me. And now that you know the likely truth, you have the power to do something about it. I don't know what exactly you can do, but I think that decision is yours to make. But at the very least, you can make it. Of course, whatever you choose will change your life. It's only natural that you would need more time to think things over carefully. Perhaps, in the meantime, you could stay with me. Rest assured that the forest is only dangerous if you wander into the wrong parts of it. With me as your guide, you'll be perfectly safe. I know where you can get fresh, clean water and berries for nuts and food, and you're welcome to stay with me as long as you wish. No, it really is no trouble. Not at all. You know, it is in a tree's nature to provide shelter for others, and after all, well, do you remember what I said earlier about having someone to talk to? You make for very pleasant conversation. Oh, It's very simple. It's very simple. You would just stay at my tree. You know, I have decided that you're trustworthy enough to bring you to where my body rests. You know, I've never come across a human who would go through such an elaborate ruse just to find a dryad tree. Humans seem to get the impression that since trees don't have brains, we can easily be fooled with something as simple as, hey, can I see your tree? I promise I won't cut it down. You know, not to mention, yeah, you don't even have an axe with you. Yeah, just come on. Just follow me. I'll show you the way. Wait, you know, while we're walking, I should probably point out a few things. Do you see how the ground slopes up here? If you follow that up, you are gonna reach a ridge. Do not go over the ridge. It's troll territory. You definitely do not want to catch their attention. Over here, there's a spring, and if you continue going down the spring, you'll find a nice place, both for drinking and bathing. Not at the same time, of course. I do have manners. You can also notice some plants with large purple flowers around. These are called mandrakes. Well, high mandrakes, actually. And I would ask that you do not cause them any harm. They're quite intelligent plants, much like dryads, and we have a bit of a kinship with them. My tree is just behind me, past this thicket of thorns. It's a very effective defense, but not particularly convenient for easy passage. We're gonna clear a path through that you can use while you're staying with me. On our first way through, I will have you to cover your eyes though, because of the thorns, so just do like this. Don't worry, darling. We're almost there. Just a little bit longer now. Darling, we're here, and you're gonna go with my hand and open your eyes. Beautiful, isn't it? I told you that you would know my tree the second you saw it. Oh no, darling, don't. There's no need to be embarrassed. It's not rude to call a dryad huge. A dryad with a large tree is a healthy, successful dryad. I take it as a compliment. You might have noticed that I dug a little, hollow under the roots. We can go and take a look inside in just a minute. You'll see, after hearing stories of those houses that you humans live in, I decided to try and recreate one. I might have a bit too much time on my hands. But as you can see, there's some. You'll see a makeshift bed, and I made a table that you can use. You know, the hull always stays cool during the day, and it'll stay warm at night. You should be very comfortable. Nonsense. I told you I'm happy to do this with you, darling. You don't need to repay me. Your company is payment enough. Now, let's go inside and I'll get you a moment to get settled in. And whenever you're ready, I'll show you the best places to forage for food and hunt. And just call me when you're ready, darling. Enjoy your stay. Welcome back, and thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. Before we say goodbye for now, I just want to give you 2 messages. The first is an invitation for you to come chat with me if you would like to on Discord. You can find a link to our community in the link below the video. The second message is a big thank you to you, but also every one of my supporters on Patreon and YouTube. And I want to give a shout out to them here. So thank you so much to Belraun, Evening and ASMR, Alexandra, Xmas with Guns, Jordan Flora, Vocal Rhapsody, Carter, Dr. Teeth, aka Philian, Rumsey, Scrublord, and Drystar too. With your help and the help of everyone in the server and everyone leaving messages on my videos, I can keep doing this, and I love doing these videos for you. So leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you want updates on future content. Thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time.